Trev's a monster fucker! Hello. Hello. How's everyone doing? Welcome in. I am so tired at the moment. Hello. Of course, my mix-up is not refreshing, and yeah, there we go. Hello.
Interpol, International Police.
Oh no, I have to wake up. Interpol are at my door. Kat, congrats on getting first. Trev, thank you for the Roblox oof. We don't talk about the Roblox oof enough. It's so true. We don't. What a fantastic oof, truly. I don't know. So, y'all know I got my hair cut on Saturday, and somehow my fringe has got shorter since it was cut. Like, I swear it was not this short on Saturday, but somehow it's short. I don't know what goes on. So I'm a bit irritated by it, but yeah. Looks nice. It just doesn't sit the way I want it to. Fringes are so annoying. Don't get fringes. I only have one because I have a massive forehead. And I would look like a man. Did you accidentally drink the juice of shrinking bangs? Yes, you're right. That is definitely what I did, Trev. I drank the juice of shrinking bangs. I would love to know what the juice of shrinking bangs is, so I don't do it again. But yeah, how's everyone doing? How is everyone's weekend? What did y'all get up to? Iron Brew! So you think I don't drink Iron Brew, then I drink Iron Brew Extra. I don't even know what I was doing. I was like, I went and got my hair done. And then I was just, oh my god, I was watching so much stuff. Sunday. I'm kind of annoyed because I think I've decided I'm not going to react to it anymore, but I watched 2 episodes of a new drama because the first episode was like really interesting, and then I watched the second episode. It had lesbian sex in it, and I was like, whoa, but then it's not done very, like, it's kind of controversial and people aren't really impressed with it, so I don't think it's going to do well reaction wise, so I think I might drop it and not upload it. So I'm like, god damn, that's 2 hours of wasted of my life, but I still enjoyed it, so I'll maybe upload it at some point. But yeah, I like basically made myself have no time because I decided to binge 2 episodes instead of 1. What show was it? Queen Wu. But yeah, it's not doing very well because people, well, for one, it's not available out, like, it's not available in the West. They were supposed to be doing a deal with Paramount Plus, but Paramount Plus and TVing are no longer besties. So, yeah. I think that's part of why it's not doing well, because people in the West aren't watching it. And then it's also got a lot of, like, blood and guts and sex and violence. And people are like, not my innocent K-dramas having sex in them. God forbid. Manda, welcome in. How are you? Like, God forbid there's boobs in my K-dramas. So yeah, I think it's like, I don't know, it doesn't seem to be doing well. And this random white man working for the South China Morning Press was like, there's too much sexual violence against women. Meanwhile, I'm a woman, and I watched it and was like, this is fine. It's always the white men. Are you a listen to the set list before concert person, or do you like to be surprised? I go on setlist.fm. I don't like to be surprised because I like to know if my favorite songs are in the set list, so I can be really excited. Like, when I saw Paramore, I knew they were doing I Caught Myself, which is one of my, it's like my favorite Paramore song, and they never play, like, it's like something they don't play. So when they were playing it on the tour I went to see them, I was like, and I was so excited. But also, sometimes it can be bad to look up set list, because sometimes they change the set list because they have a shorter curfew, and then you're like, oh my god, they missed this song, bitch. I used to like to be surprised, but I'm a setlist person now. I think I caught myself. I had to stop myself. Yes. You like being surprised? That's so valid, Trev. I think either way is valid, to be honest. I think it depends on the artist as well. Like, I don't look up every concert I go to. Just ones where I feel like I've got skin in the game, you know? Like, I'm like, oh my god, I need to know if they're gonna play this song. But also, sometimes I look up the set list because I don't know all the songs. And I go see artists that I'm not, like, super mega massive fan of. So I'll listen to the set list before, so that, like, I know what to expect, because I might not actually know the songs, and I don't want to be embarrassed just standing there like... You're seeing your fave singer next week? Oh, nice. That'll be fun. I'm excited for you, Amanda. Nikki? I don't know if I've heard of... I don't think I've heard of them. Yeah, I've not heard of them. Your third time seeing her? That's awesome. I remember... I remember one time... Oh, she signed to 88 Rising. Oh, did you see her at a festival or something and then find her from that? I remember... back 2013 when I was in my following bands around the country thing, I went to the first night of an All Time Low concert, like tour, and I was the girl with the set list because I was tweeting the set list as they played it from the barrier, because like I was literally at the barrier, so it was really easy for me to tweet, you know, like just pull out my phone and click it button, put it back. It took me like 5 seconds every time because I wasn't being pushed around because I was at the barrier. And I was the girl with the set list on Twitter. And then I had people being mad at me because they were like, why are you tweeting? Why aren't you just enjoying the show? And I'm literally like,
It's like a media explosion.
like literally like, took me 2 seconds every time. People were raging at me. But you wouldn't have known the set list otherwise, would you? She got completing SEO results with hyping Nikki. Yeah, that sucks. Especially because she come out with music before him? 2018, yeah, I think in hyphen we're like, what, 2019, 2020? 2020. Bastard. James, welcome in, how are you? I actually have a magazine of an hyphen coming, and I don't like an hyphen. But I had to get this magazine because my the couple from The Boyfriend are in it. The things I do for my gays. Me still being shocked when I search on Twitter and the 80s one comes up instead of TV. That's always so surprising to me, James. Well, no, not that was always surprising to me. What was I saying? That's how I got into 80s. That's what I was trying to say. I got myself all confused of my thoughts, what I was trying to say there. From 80s, trending on Twitter is how I got into 80s. Because Isha, I think, was like, to me, Isha's one of me and James's, well, Isha's one of my besties, but like James knows her as well. From like our group chat from 2016 days that blew up because everyone hated each other, and then someone involved in that was involved in some sort of whole blackface situation. Anyway, that's a story for another day. Isha was like to me, oh, why is trending? What's he done? And then I went on to it, and it was from 80s. And I was like, oh. And then I just fell down the rabbit hole. I don't know how. I just ended up there, and yeah. The rest is history. And ain't even my bias. So I don't know. So you should wear what, The Boyfriend? Yeah. Yuka, welcome in. Thank you for lurking. I appreciate you. The old days. James, it's the way that we've known each other for like 8 years, all from this fucking random K-pop group chat. Oh, you meant us gays? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Who would have thought, James? Yeah, that's how I got into 80s. What was I talking about? I don't know. I feel like, James, if you're searching for from TVXQ, you should probably just search Memories, exactly. The fact I still talk to three of you constantly all these years, literally. Like, for me, it's you and Isha. Like, I talked to Isha. Well, we went through a period of not talking because, like, she was, like, going through a lot. But, like, we're talking to each other really regularly now. Yeah. Yeah, it's actually more, like, memories. Like, that group chat, it blew up one day, all because of something to do with the French word for butterfly being papillon. That started off a huge blow up. It splintered into two groups. James was Switzerland in the middle. And then one of those groups, which is one James was in and I wasn't in, went on to be something else. There was a whole blackface incident with this man pretending to be a black woman. Yeah. And unfortunately, someone from that group chat died recently as well. It's like so much drama. Also, someone who comes into my chat occasionally, I can't remember what their Twitch name is. It's like Meme Queen for 20 or something. Adri. They were also in that group chat. The fact that we literally, like, a lot of us still vaguely talk to each other. Was Jackson talking about Dogger and Butterfly? Yes! It really was Jackson Wang. That literally made the whole group chat splinter off into two separate group chats. It was so... you can't even... Why am I so pink, by the way? Where's my lighting? I feel like I'm looking pinker than normal. That's a bit better. Yeah, James was Switzerland. James is always Switzerland. James doesn't like to be involved in conflict. Jackson Wang uniting K-pop idols and splitting apart friend groups, yeah. Did you see that he was hanging out with Zac Efron the other day? How is he? Also, the fact that, like, he is known for, like, in fan fiction, being the person that hosts wild parties, and then it turns out he actually is the person in real life who hosts wild parties. What goes on? Yeah, let me see, hang on. I'll show you. They were hanging out. Oh, it's just okay. Can we go back? I don't want to listen to it. It's just going to be music and people screaming. Look, there, Jackson Wang, Zac Efron. See? They were literally hanging out at a party. Like, it's the strangest thing. Sorry, I was downloading an update for something. He doesn't have a bottle of Henny in hand? No, he doesn't. Very uncharacteristic of Jackson. God, remember that, James. Actually, remember that Manda also, because Manda is an Agase. Oh my god, what is happening? So many noises. But yeah, like, he was doing a solo tour, and everyone was, like, really worried about him. because he was getting so drunk on stage. Oh, see, not Mike Jackson. Also, by the way, if you're hearing all these noise, like you'll be hearing all these noises, it's me, not you. Don't worry. I'm installing Elgato updates apparently. He literally was drinking a bottle every show and then going on some rants. Oh, about something, and people were like, "It's the alcohol. He needs to calm down. He has a problem." Which maybe he did, but I don't know. My gosh. I don't even know what I was talking about. What were we talking about? I don't know. Have y'all seen... Have y'all seen on Twitter? Well, maybe not Twitter. You might just see it elsewhere. Have you seen the situation with NaNoWriMo? Because that is some bullshit. If you didn't know what's happening with NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo is a thing that happens every year. Normally November. It's like everyone writes a novel in a month kind of thing. What the hell found name? Yeah, National Novel Writing Month. But yeah, so you write a novel in a month. But people were asking them to come out and say to ban AI from NaNoWriMo. And they put out a statement saying what their position was. NaNoWriMo does not explicitly support any specific approach to writing, nor does it explicitly condemn any approach, including the use of AI. NaNoWriMo's mission is to provide the structure, community, and encouragement to help people use their voices, achieve creative goals, and build new worlds, on and off the page. We fulfill our mission by supporting the humans doing the writing. Please see this related post that speaks to our overall position on non-discrimination with respect to approaches to creativity, writers' resources, and personal choice. We also want to be clear in our belief that the categorical condemnation of artificial intelligence has classist and ableist undertones, and that questions around the use of AI tie to questions around privilege. Condemning AI is ableist, apparently. Like, I don't think so. I think it's actually pretty privileged to be able to use AI. Because that requires you to have a device that will allow you to use it. Chelsea, welcome in. How are you? You literally, everyone's like, sorry, what? Literally. It is insane. I'm literally Chat GPT Divergent and a minor. James. Oh my god. Oh, that is so funny. May, welcome in. How are you? They've updated this, by the way. They updated it. When did they update it? Today? No, yesterday. Note, we have edited this post by adding this paragraph to reflect our acknowledgement that there are bad actors in the AI space who are doing harm to writers and who are acting unethically. We want to make clear that, though we find the categorical condemnation for AI to be problematic for the reasons stated below, we are troubled by situational abuse of AI, and that certain situational abuses clearly conflict with our values. Like, oh. Like, obviously, there's different kinds of AI, and I think there are certain parts of AI that can be helpful to people who are disabled and whatever, but that's not what people are asking you to condemn. They're asking you to condemn people using ChatGPT to make a fucking novel for them. That's what they're asking you. They're not asking you to condemn every single thing to do with AI, because there are certain things that can be useful about AI. They're just asking to not use AI in any creative way. Like, how are you writing a novel when you're not writing a novel? Came into you laughing and my volume was on max. Classic. I beg you to never say that again, James. I love that so much. That's so funny. Yeah, how are you both, Chelsea and May, since you've just come in? I suppose I should really tell you my updates, since we're like halfway in, half an hour in. So I posted about this on Discord earlier. But today I woke up and I was like, I need to do something. So I'm doing something. Starting next week, I will no longer be streaming 4 times a week. I have had the same schedule since like March 2021. And next week, that will be changing. And I will be no longer streaming on Saturdays. So we'll be doing Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. I have been thinking about this actually for quite a while, on and off. Because frankly, I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. And I've been thinking about cutting back on my streams for a while, but I was like holding on because I love being able to do like my longer streams on the weekends. But I need to cut back somewhere, and Saturdays are generally my quietest day. And sometimes I feel a bit sad on Saturdays because people are obviously very busy, and Saturdays are like a busy day outside. Like people aren't home on Saturdays, and that's fine. I totally understand why people don't show up on Saturdays as much as they do the other days. So that's where I was like, okay, Saturdays is kind of dead weight. Let's cut Saturdays. But I reminded myself that like just because I'm cutting it from my regular schedule doesn't mean I can't add a stream here and there if I want to do longer weekend streams, and like that's what I'll do. I'll just have my regular schedule as Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. And then if I want to stream on a Saturday, I can. I'm not beholden to not streaming on Saturdays. So yeah. But basically, yeah, it's because I'm fucking exhausted. I was streaming, or well, I will be this week, but streaming 16 plus hours a week, working a 37.5-hour week, posting 4 dramas over between Patreon and YouTube every week, and editing all of those. I've been trying to market myself on that channel by doing shorts recently, which is more work. And yeah, it's just like a lot. So I need to give myself a weekend. I need to give myself a day. an evening even, just to like chill out, because I don't let myself have that. But because otherwise I'm running myself into an early grave. So yeah, am I gonna cut the drama watching, or am I still? So I'm currently watching 4 just because what happened with my copyright strikes led to me watching 4, because so there was a show I was going to upload to YouTube that I'd already filmed 4 episodes of and was enjoying and wanted to keep posting, but I couldn't anymore because that was related to the channel that struck me. So I've been uploading those on Patreon exclusively, but I needed to cover that on YouTube because I didn't have that to upload to YouTube. So I took on an extra drama than I normally would have done. I normally try and only do 3, but I'm currently doing 4. But that should be coming to an end very soon, because I'm nearly finished that drama. So it should only be 3 in a few weeks. So yeah, I am cutting back, but it's not that I'm cutting, it's not that like, it's more I'm cutting back what I should never have been doing in the first place. Yeah, I'm cutting back in like all kind of aspects really. And it's also like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into streaming and YouTube creating and stuff like that that people don't think about, like the community aspect and marketing yourself, you know, like obviously there's not a lot that goes on in my Discord. Y'all are in there, you know, it's not a very busy place, but it's still community management. There's also like, I try to be very aware of things that are going on within the creator space, and that is a work in itself. Like I'm just kind of trying to be aware of everything going on, and I mod for people. Like I mod for Alana, Emmy, Caroline, Tina. Oh my god, who else do I mod for? I can't even remember, but there's more. Katie? Do I mod for Katie? I think I mod for Katie, although Katie hasn't streamed in a really long time, but still. Nina, I mod for Nina. So it's like, there's just so much that I do, and I don't give myself a second, essentially. So, I need to calm down. Yeah. Your stomach's annoying, you took medication, it started to kick. Oh, that's good, it's kicking in. How's working going? Like my job? It's going okay. I had a good review in the summer. Things seem to be better with the company. Things were not great for a little while, but things seem to be better, so yeah. Hardest working woman alive. I don't think I'm quite the hardest working woman alive, but yeah. The other problem is that I would be, so I used to, and this is like, I don't do this anymore. I used to edit until 1 in the morning. I don't do this anymore. I edit till about 11, and then go to bed about 12. But the problem is that I stay up until about 3 a.m. every night at the moment. Not purposefully, but I just like end up like, I revenge sleep procrastinate. Because I don't give myself the time during my non-working hours that I'm awake. You know, like I don't give myself the time between 5:30 and 11 to do what I want to do for fun. So I'm then on my phone until 3 in the morning, catching up on the fandom things I enjoy. And I don't mean to, but suddenly it's 3 in the morning and I'm getting 5 hours sleep every night. Not good. So maybe having an extra evening, well, having an evening, not an extra evening, just an evening will help. What do I do on the day when I'm not streaming? So, so on Saturdays now, I will still be filming on Saturdays because that's the best day and it means I don't have to film on Sundays. I don't want to ever film on Sundays. I hate filming on Sundays. I had to do it this week because I didn't have time with my hair appointment. On Sundays, I want to rot. And I want to be disgusting and greasy. So I'm still gonna film on Saturday, so I'll still be working on that day, except it's not like, it's like only half work because I'm just sitting there laughing, you know. I still have to, like, it's kind of work because I still have to be on and like, but it's watching TV, you know. But then in the evenings, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm just going to game or watch a movie or read a book. Just like chill out. That's what I need to do. So, yeah. Regarding like the games situation for my streams, what I will be doing is at the moment I'll be doing Ace Attorney on Tuesdays, 14 on Thursdays, and then Yakuza on Fridays. But once we finished Ace Attorney, that will then move to being the main game day. So what I will do is have Tuesdays and Saturdays as like main story game day, and Thursdays as 14. Yeah. But what I'm gonna try and do is put more retro games into my main story games, because I've kind of had them separate, where it's been Tuesdays is the retro day and then Friday, Saturday is like main game day. But what I think I will work to doing is having more, like, I'll have a mix up of like big AAA titles and retro games on my big story kind of game stuff. You know? Because otherwise I won't get through anything. So yeah, that's my plan. At the moment it'll be like 3 games a week, but once I finish Justice for All, Ace Attorney, then we'll move to 2 games a week. Because I really like doing my Thursday 14 stuff. I really like that, and I don't want to change that. So yeah. That's the plan. I hope everyone understands. I know, like, it's quite a big change considering I've been doing things the way I've been doing them for 3 years now. And I know you all subscribe, like, not you all, but people who subscribe to me, it's like, I understand if, like, me cancelling, like, me not doing one day is like, oh, is it not worth the money anymore? I totally get that. But I hope you all understand, and yeah, I appreciate you for watching me. Do you want to walk into a wall or what's it? Yeah. Yeah. It's like a lot. I'm doing too much and I need to calm down. Used to be maximal things at work, not anymore after 2020. I do the minimal because I was working till my body was screaming at me. Yeah, I don't work. Like, I do everything so that it's on time, and yeah, I don't push myself too much in work because I don't need to. I did wonder what you were doing replying to me at my 2 a.m. random. I did phone the doctor this week to get a repeat prescription for sleeping pills. So that might help kick my arse in gear a bit. Yeah. Emma, welcome in. Yeah, that's the really big update, and it is a really big update. It's gonna take some getting used to for me. Like, I'm gonna be sitting there on Saturday nights like, what the fuck am I doing? It's been on my mind for a really long time that I wanted to cut back a stream, but I didn't know where I wanted to cut it back. Because I was holding on to my Saturdays because I love streaming. I genuinely adore streaming. And, like, I love talking to everyone. It makes me, like, when I'm having a shit day, streaming makes me feel so much better. Like talking to everyone and just having fun chats is like, it's some of the highlights of my day, you know, of my week. So I was holding on for it for longer than I should have been because it was like endorphins, but it's not sustainable. So I just need to like cut back and actually allow myself to like have hobby time, I suppose. But yeah, that's the big news. And that'll start next week. I didn't want to start it this week because that's like really sudden, just being like, hey, big change. So I'm giving you a week notice. Yeah. I was really anxious to announce it earlier, but yeah. I announced that, and then immediately, right? So I announced it on Discord, and then immediately I had TalkTalk, who are a Wi-Fi provider, at my door, and this guy was talking to me for 15 minutes trying to get me to change my internet service provider, and I was like, I'm having my tuna sandwich. I don't want to talk about this right now. I could have slammed the door in his face, but like, I don't want to be that person. But like, I feel like door-to-door salesmen have gotten really bad lately. I never used to feel like they were that bad. Like, I never really noticed them very much. It was mostly the charity people. But like, I had someone a few months ago trying to change my energy provider, and I didn't even realize what he was doing until he was talking about giving me a welcome pack. And I was like, no, I'm not changing right now. And then this guy from TalkTalk today was like, okay, so we'll get you set up and all. And I was like, my contract doesn't end for 6 months. I'm not talking to you about something for 6 months in the future. I'm like, so like, is anyone else feeling like this? Is it just me? I feel like they've got really, really bad lately. It's driving me crazy. Because I can't open my door without these people trying to sell me shit. Oh my god, my eyes are really funny. Yeah. Yeah, that's me updates. I also think me cutting back will be really good for my content because by Saturdays I'm generally quite tired and flagging and I don't really have a lot to talk about. And I feel like having less of me will actually be good for my content because I'll be spread less thin. And I also think that it's like better for viewers as well because I feel like by Saturdays you're probably sick of me. Like, I've seen enough of Kirsty this week. I'm gonna watch someone else. I feel like I feel like having less days of me is probably for the better. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. And like I said, I may just add a random Saturday here and there because I'm near the end of game. You know what I'm like. Once I get towards the end of game, I get really impatient and I want to finish it. So I may do that. But we shall see. It's all kind of up in the air because I literally just decided this today. But I woke up this morning and I was like, I am exhausted. I need to do something. And yeah. So, yeah, big change, but hopefully it'll be for the better. But yeah, shall we get into some Ace Attorney? Do y'all realize Investigations comes out this week? I didn't realize it was this week, which is exciting. I did actually apply for a creator code thing for it, so you never know, I might actually get that. We shall see. But yeah, let me get the game open and go in. Yeah, this week. At least I'm pretty sure it's this week. Why does my OneDrive... I don't have OneDrive. Why does this keep fucking opening? The one problem with me not streaming one night is that gives me extra time to do online shopping. It gives me 4 hours extra a week to be able to spend money, and that's always a bad thing for me. I think it's this week anyway. Yeah, 6th of September. It's actually kind of expensive. It's like £35. So that's why I applied for it, because I was like, I want to play that, but like I ain't spending £35. Okay, we are here. Same price as the answer. To be fair, it does have 2 games in it. It's not just the one, it's 1 and 2. But yeah, it's still really expensive for a retro game. So we started Turnabout Big Top and we were just investigating that. I actually have decided I'm gonna have a little bit of a guide. Like, I'm gonna have a guide on my side. I'm not gonna like check it all the time. I still want to like try and do things myself, but like I feel like I've been struggling a bit with Ace Attorney, where I'm like sitting there for like 5-10 minutes not sure what I'm doing. And like last week I couldn't figure out what the hell I was supposed to do next at this point. So I'm gonna have a guide just to check if like every now and again if I'm like stuck. I think there's like, oh no wait, never mind. Okay, the guide is not helpful to me here. So okay. I think I need to... Okay, I need to present this, I think. Looks like Max is the most unpopular guy in the circus tent. You know what they say, a bad attitude follows you everywhere. He's a bit arrogant, but he didn't seem that bad. But just because someone has a bad attitude doesn't make him a criminal. It's not just his attitude, I got proof, pal. Huh? He left something at the scene of the crime. One of his magician's trademarks. An incredibly well-made silk hat. Well, it does have a very classy decorative elements. Max used a cloak, silk hat, and white roses as his signature symbols. Pretty mundane. Oh no, wait, that's me. Pretty mundane, aren't they? Who cares if they are mundane? At least they are easy to understand. I must have hit a nerve. That's what he said. Who said? The eyewitness. Eh? Tell us about the eyewitness. Okay, did he tell me about that? Yeah, he did. Okay, so... I'm so confused though, because I've asked all this stuff. There's supposed to be someone at the front entrance called Ben, but I don't see a Ben. Never been really structuring this one too. It's like there's so much investigation to do. I'm so... So I have the crime photo. I've asked him all the questions. I've got the hat. I've asked about the eyewitness. But then I go to the circus entrance and this guy Ben's not here. So where the fuck's Ben? And Mo is supposed to be in here, but Mo's not here. So I feel like I've done something wrong. I think maybe I've not done something with Regina. See, this is why I need a guide. It's so... So I've asked what happened. I've asked Regina. Okay. I think I need to present Max's profile. It's Max! Hey! Where is Max now anyways? You don't know? Nope. The dodgy Australian accent is back. He's been arrested. He was charged with the murder of your father. It's okay. Nick and I will help him. Max isn't the guy, is he? I mean, the criminal. Of course he's not. I'm worried about so many things right now. Like what? Okay, I found out where we are. Okay. I've got there in the end. Regina, what's on your mind? What's the matter? What's on your mind? I'll tell you, Maya, but just you. Well... What? Really? And then... Oh my, that's incredible, Regina. Come on, Nick, there's no reason to pout. Don't worry about me. Regina told me that someone professed their love to her. Professed their love? Not only that, it was Maximilian Galactica. I wonder how many people have stolen one of his hearts anyways. And then, on the exact same day, another person professed their love to her as well? What? Who was it? Someone named Trillo. Trillo? Apparently, he is a tenor who sings in the circus. Haven't met him yet. Regina seems to be quite the hit with the men in the circus. She must have some sort of strange power over them. Calm down, Phoenix. You're not kidding. 2 people in one day? Even I want to profess my love to her for her. Me too. She's so cute. Phoenix, calm down. Okay, I need to present this apparently. After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yes. That door right over there leads to the ringmaster's room. Don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. I wonder what happened. The ringmaster's room. It's probably a good idea to check it out for myself. Okay. Okay, slay! I finally have moved. We finally have movement. This was the ringmaster's room? Yes, this room belonged to the victim. Which means this must be where Max left the ringmaster last night. Now that you mention it, this is what that is what he said. I wonder what... that's an interesting poster. Ah! It's a poster of Max! I want it! I want it! Nick, I want it! I want to get out of here. It concerns me that I checked your last Rebirth stream and there's still 7 hours left from where I... Well, to be fair, James, 5 of those... hang on, when did I start? 4 of those hours, I think. 3 or 4 of those hours was the final boss. So... maybe you won't take as long as me. But yeah, I did say to you yesterday, it was like 13 hours from where you were yesterday. So... I did say I wasn't exaggerating. It's literally 13 hours from the point of no return that it took me. Because I still had... so I got to the point of no return. I did like a Thursday stream. Or was it a Friday stream? I can't remember. But I did a full stream. And then my 9-hour epic. And I... maybe leave it for tomorrow. Because you don't want to be fighting the final battle at like 12 o'clock at night, because that's when you're going to be exhausted and not as sharp as you need to be. 16 on PC soon. Rebirth when? I feel like Rebirth might be actually pretty soon. I don't know. It depends how far into the development they are for it. But like, Remake is on PC. So I feel like it can't be that difficult to do it. I don't know. There's a lot of posters here, don't you think? There are indeed. So many posters that they aren't likely to miss one, are they? Maya, we're supposed to be the honest ones around here. But you didn't even notice that the cook took one? Oh, she already swiped one. You're incorrigible, you know that. Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just look at all the awards this circus has won. Like, all county quiz champions, Ringmasters Association mini golf master, beer belly balloon bounce jump, pet grooming Grand Prix. Wow, the Ringmaster was multi-talented in ways I could never have imagined. This is strange. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. It's a picture of Regina and her father, the ringmaster. He really loved her, didn't he? Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. Look at all the stars on this poster. This must have been the poster they used to promote their public appearances. Posters are the way to go and say... What do you mean? We should make posters to promote our law firm. Spine-tingling legal action. Mind-numbing legalese. You will say, wow. Or perhaps, audit. Don't miss out on a stunning life or deaf cut room free ride. With those taglines, our law firm would sink faster than the Titanic. Nick, look at how the photos lined up on the wall. It's like a guided tour of the circus's history. This is so cool. It seems like there were so many happy memories. Maybe we should do this sort of thing at our office. We can put up pictures of all the clients who have been found not guilty. And what if we had a client who was found guilty? We'll just pretend like they didn't exist. How's that? Nick, now you've got me thinking about losing cases. Why'd you do that? You may not notice, but the cause is a tailcoat. And they call this the face of someone who already knew that. What? A scrap of white paper is sticking out of the coat pocket. Ah, where? Calm down, Maya. You can't just go rummaging through people's coats. You always make me feel like I'm doing something wrong. Well, it's probably because she is. feel like Maya is generally doing something wrong sometimes. This is where the ringmaster applied his makeup. It's quite a collection of the most understated colours. Shocking pink, for example. This one says it is 100% all natural organic mascara. This one says sensitive enough for a baby, strong enough for a mime. The ringmaster must have been very concerned about skin care. Very metrosexual. Not metrosexual. I haven't heard that phrase in so long. Oh my god. I forgot people used to say metrosexual. Who wrote that? It's a table for guests. There's some papers scattered on top. Ah, look at this. Max's salary is written on this piece of paper. Yikes. What is it? I didn't know that a magician. This salary is incredible. She looks like she's about to ready to pass out from shock. How much is it? How much is it? That much? Incredible, huh? You can say that again. This must be the paper they used to negotiate Max's salary. The ringmaster signed and dated it. What's the matter, Nick? Max definitely got a raise, but this document is dated a week ago. Oh. A week ago. Okay. Okay, is that everything? Oh, please. All of these frames look the same. They almost look like thank you cards. Looks like every year the ringmaster made donations to charity. To the Robot Clown Research Center. You're kidding, right? What? They may be a perfectly reputable charity in the field of advanced tomfoolery. Please. Oh fuck, I've gone to the wrong room. I can't cope with this music, get me out of here. Ah, here we go. This is the man that I was wondering where he went. Ben. Ah, hey Nick, look over there. What? Is there someone over there? Excuse me? Hello? Well, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me? What? Huh? Me? Yes, you work at the circus, don't you?
Hey, I'm just an average, everyday Joe.
An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I think not.
Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here.
He's lying, like any regular person would hang around the circus, dressed like that. I'm an attorney. My name is Phoenix Wright. And I'm a spirit medium. My name is Maya.
Well, I, just happened to be, passing by.
I don't suppose you happen to be some kind of carny.
Not a carny, I'm a performer. Actually, I'm a ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist?
I'm Benjamin Woodman.
Your last name is Woodman?
Yes, that's right. But everybody calls me Ben.
Ah, yes. That's our alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben.
Yes, you mean me?
About the murder, I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may.
Really, I'm just a regular normal guy. I don't know.
This guy's so nervous. He's creeping me out. Phoenix is like, I will not have stutters at my circus. That is creepy. Nick, cheer up. Just try and smile. Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica?
Max? He's not very nice.
Did you just say that Max is not very nice?
Ow, my head hurts.
Yikes. I hope he's okay. It sounds like he just popped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist?
I'm just a regular guy.
You already told us that you're a ventriloquist.
Yes.
Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing me some of your skills as a ventriloquist?
Right now, my
He's contagious, for God's sake. Maybe. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess you won't need to look at this after all. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, can I say no? Okay. Is that it? That might be it. And then apparently I can now go into Moser Moby there. Yes, okay. Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big wiener! The 1 million things that are in the room of Mr. Mo Curls, aka me! Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care to for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke just there? Oh, well, I'm sure I'm giving you more than one. That joke only works in America. We don't have Welch's grapes here. No. If it was funny, it's your duty as a human being to laugh. I'm making him goofy now. He is now goofy. People who don't laugh are usually last seen and loud sing. Catch my drift? Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book? You're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, Curly. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't! You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this dude keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it. But you have to admit he's kind of funny. No, I do not have to admit that, because he isn't. This is ridiculous. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. You sure got that kind of time. And the hits just keep on coming. This circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow.
Working in the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition.
Bowling? Bowling? That's not part of this conversation. But I love the circus.
I love it too. That is why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us.
Nick, he just made a joke. Laugh.
Har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world, a real class act. Even when there was no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me, because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees.
I see.
How could anyone do that to such a wonderful man?
Mo.
Wiggity, 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 what?
Jesus. Oh. I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor.
Don't worry about it. How can you fault someone for being born that way?
Let's talk about the murder.
Oh, let's see. I must have taken place around 8:10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I got a peek of it.
Got a peek?
Of the crime.
Just as we suspected. This guy's the eyewitness to the crime.
The ringmaster was probably ahead of his time. He would always add elements to the show.
New elements?
When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned.
Bit long in the tooth.
But that make-believer thinks things too far.
Make-believer?
The magician, the one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, you're one of those funny types, right? What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now.
On him?
Yep, he's got everyone's nerves. The day of the murder?
Go ahead.
Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything.
But he's still hiding something about Max. You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw?
Well, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let these lips stay zipped.
That's not fair.
I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details, but only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make with the funny.
Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it.
What's the matter?
Just getting ready, okay? Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time. At least his expectations are low.
I wouldn't let him quit his day job.
Yeesh, cut guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here.
It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw.
I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo.
That night, once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this strange noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's what I saw. Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. That's all I saw, but it just proves how terrible that man actually is.
He knows more about Max than he is letting on. She looks so sad. She did look so sad.
If he thinks he can kill the ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too.
No.
Sorry, I crossed the line, but he truly is a disgusting human being.
Why do you hate him so much?
Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could.
Ben, the ventriloquist with the speech impediment.
You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves.
Is it cafeteria?
Let's just say there's got to be something interesting.
What is gauty? I feel like so many of these jokes only work in America.
Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around.
Ah, thank you. This is an atlas.
Oh, I killed myself, really. I'm dying here. Coronary, coronary.
Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. So, the cafeteria. Pardon me. Oh, okay, I've got to go to the big top. This is a fucking long investigation, I swear. Oh. Ew, this place is gross. It's supposed to be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me, what was it Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also says that there's got to be something interesting here. Nick, what's got to be interesting? Don't ask. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read this sign, right? Maybe she should make it easier to understand. Clean it or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. This is strange. There's nothing on top of the stand. Look here. Max is sitting on it. It must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit too small to be a VIP table? You wouldn't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, you could still eat hamburgers, right? This is like so... This is such a specific reference. But whenever I hear hamburger spoken by a French person, you know how they say hamburger? I think about the Pink Panther. And what's his name? Steve Martin. Pretending to be... Not pretending. Acting as the cop guy. And how he's trying to learn American English. And he's like, I want to buy an hamburger. The guy's like, hamburger. And he's like, hamburger. And then he just keeps going, hamburger. That's like so stuck in my head. Thinking about French people saying hamburger. And I don't know why. I watched that film like, I even know, like 20 years ago. Has anyone else even seen that movie? There are dirty dishes all over the place. It must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know, I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? One, because I ate stuff in the cafeterias. Two, because one bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. Ah, you know, I really ate dirty cafeterias. As much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Ah, a bulletin board for the, bulletins? It doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue? Maybe like something like message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Looks like they've left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Look at all these dishes. It's making me hungry. Let's go get our burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over we sneak. Here we go. Whoa! Where's the mute button? We need it! Phoenix! What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. A juice bottle? In glass? Ah, Nick, there's broken glass all over the floor. A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting here. Ah? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Broken bottle, okay. The clown. The chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. Almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria. Kitchen is over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a duty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for these many people. My Asgila hamburger, you should try it, wouldn't you? Actually, have I got everything before I leave? I think so. Even I'm now starting speaking French. I think so.
Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center.
Did you just call me a sweetie? Again?
What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with?
I don't even know what accent I gave him last week. I just remember it was like vicarious. Well, we've gathered quite a few clues.
Wonderful, even fabuloso. I mean fabulous.
That's why we came to meet with you again.
What's wrong? Quit making that such a scary face.
Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max.
You must mean from the dinosaurs. How were those Jurassic geriatrics?
Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you?
Yes, sweetie. That's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious differences between us.
People who really understand?
For instance, my sweetie pie.
So Regina understands him, huh?
I plan on getting married to her. She is truly my sweetie pie princess.
Wow, that's so cool.
It's already in the works.
Oh? That's strange. Regina never actually said anything about marrying this joker. Is this sweetie pie not Regina? You met with the ringmaster on the night of the murder?
Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished.
They found the ringmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house.
Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return.
Oh.
Sorry, Max, I have something I must attend to. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? That's alright. I'll be right back. It only take about 10 minutes.
I just realised he's the dad of an Australian, so I need to make him Australian. And then?
I waited for him, but he never came back.
Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered?
Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea why he went off to what he went off to do. Okay.
Well, maybe the... Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary?
We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt.
How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt?
For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You would have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that.
Well, now I can see how you can get that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense.
Just between you and I, he wasn't a bad guy at all. I can say that for sure.
That's the first time I've heard you say something nice about someone, Max. Must have really been a nice guy.
I can't believe a guy with that ugly mug is after my sweetie pie princess. Especially after she has eluded my charms for such a long time.
There isn't much you can do about that, right?
You haven't even truly been in love, have you? When you are truly in love with someone, you'd be jealous of their mirror because it traps their image inside.
Hoopy poopy. Do I cuddle? Come here. Big squish. You just gonna sit there. Hey, baby. Aw, don't you think that's sweet of him, Nick?
I'm gonna get back with my sweetie pie. Then I'm gonna turn that dumb puppet into a toy glider.
I guess you two haven't worked out your differences yet. Okay, can I do his thing yet? Oh, maybe I can because I know that he went the week before. Take that! Let's try it. Let's try it. Last night you met with the ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such.
Exactly. We've reached an agreement about the salary of my 6-month-old contract.
Can I not present you? No, okay. That's the truth? The whole truth?
What do you mean?
You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary?
I hate lies and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night?
Well, I think I can present this because this is from a week ago, right?
That's...
It was on the table in the ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise.
Is there a problem with being well compensated?
Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max, you finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous! Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the ringmaster called me to his room. He called you? Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie, that's private. The ringmaster called him. I wonder if there was some sort of problem. Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the ringmaster called you into his room that night? Oh. Take that! The fight? Yes! Isn't this... Okay. Where did you get that? The cafeteria? But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle too. Oh, let's see. Wait, who did he smack with the bottle? Oh shit. I didn't want to press back. Fuck. Take that! Oh my god, I have to do it all over again? Fuck me. That is so annoying. I wish you'd like save to where you were. Take that! I love his hair, honestly. The pink. It looks so good. He hit him, right? But bam. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You might as well be a magician! The truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? You could put it that way. Why did you fight him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean Regina? You mean Regina? That ill-bred creep told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is the Ben we were talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad, and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the ringmaster called me and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance? But when I went to his room and I laid it out on the table, I asked him to let me marry Sweetie Pie. What? The ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie, and no one else's. I see. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know? Do you know? Do you, my sweeties? Trillo can't say a word, not without Ben. Trillo? The puppet, the ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know, that's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the boss, I'd be screwed. You eat him? You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You are so smart, sweetie. Where did you add him? What, sweetie? You aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppets. Fabulous, that should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I had Trillo in the ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trillo for me, do you, sweets? No problem, none at all, thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. You're going hiding puppets. When I played this for the longest time, I thought it was pronounced like Triloquist. Oh, Amanda. What the fuck is the pun? Yeah. Some of the puns though are very Americanized. Like the grape one. We don't have Welch's grapes here, or Welsh's grapes here. I only know that because I am aware of American things. Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I want to ask him something. It's cold out. He probably in the tent. Oh no, is he bothering her? What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. It looks like the same as always. A great big mess. Considering as it is, I bet they wouldn't notice another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding, you know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of the posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Mac told us. He said that he hid Trello in somewhere in this room. Trello, oh, the ventriloquist puppet. This was the table he used when visitors came to see him. Ooh, there's mud caked on the table. Someone with terrible manners must have put their shoes up on the table. Nick, don't even think about it. I wasn't. How uncouth do you think I am anyway? Nick, look at all the cute trophies. Indeed, just like all the work. Okay. I've read all this. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trillo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? So where is Ben? Oh, hey, Ben!
Hello.
Hello to you too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree?
Yeah, I do indeed.
Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Ah, Ben, this is yours, isn't it?
Yes, that's mine.
Here you go. Alright, man, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you all around, Ben.
Okay.
Oh god. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the clown once again. Oh, who's saying, hey, wait? Who said that? Who is talking? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. Oh, it's the puppet.
What's your problem anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone?
Ben? Is that you, Ben?
No! I would never!
Oh no, wait, that was Ben. Okay.
No, I would never.
It was me, yeah, me down here!
You're Trillo?
That's Mr. Quist to you, sir! Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name! Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect.
Not again. Mr. Quist, is that better?
No, look at me when I'm talking to you, but excuse for an eternity.
Trillo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. What's the...
But he was mocking me. Not to being mean to bullies was not included in the deal.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Nick, what just happened? Trillo is still a puppet, right? Eventually this puppet...
Hey, you think you're calling me a puppet?
Tell us what you know about the murder.
You talking to me? I said you're talking to me! Don't look at me when you're talking to me!
Trillo Quist, you behave, young man.
Shut up, Woody! What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they off the old man?
I guess so.
No need to make such a fuss about things! That old mutt paid us all peanuts!
Trillo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet.
Don't you have some nerve pills or something to take right now?
Siehst du, Lilia, not couple, answer Nick.
Okay, I'll talk. Grab's got clobbing over the head. Let me lay it all out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants.
Your partner? You mean Ben?
Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off for me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here.
Oh my.
But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading this performance, I found my Madonna.
Yeah. Madonna?
Regina, my lovely Regina, she is stunning. Right, Ben?
I'm not sure if I would go that far.
You'll have to excuse him, he does not understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am an appreciator to beauty, hence why I shall marry her.
Marry?
The ringmaster got knocked upside his cheap head by that flying fraud.
You mean Max Galactica? Why'd you say that?
Trillo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that.
Straighten up, I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there, you know what happened.
You were there?
If you're that interested, then I'll tell you and let you in on the facts.
Honestly, voice acting, I feel like, is all about your face. Like, some of these roles, I have to, like, get into, like, You're going to marry Regina?
That's right, she doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she?
I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled.
Well,
I don't care, it's my choice, not hers, we're getting hitched!
I know you think that, but...
But what?
I gave her a special gift, I gave her the wonderful gift of song!
You gave her a song?
Well, I am a renowned tenor! You'll be happy to know that I decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me. I want you to touch me! I want you to kiss me!
My voice hurts.
I want you to... The rest is private.
Well, the melody is pretty good, but those lyrics, I think they need a little work.
Who asked you? I'm the artist here!
Thanks. Now that Trillo's here.
Trillo's here. Do you mean you can talk normally now?
Hey, buttface!
Ah!
You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all!
Trillo?
Enough jibber jabber! Let's get to court already!
Ah, hey, wait a second. Nick, what's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. What the fuck is this? This is bananas. What in the world happened with Ben and Trilogy? Quite a pair, those two. What did that puppet see anyways? Oh. Oh no, now what? Help! Random monkey noises. Ah, yo! What the fuck? Welcome back, Nick. That monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You looked so completely dumbfounded. Regina, that monkey. Hey, no need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge. Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. Well, that won't English. His name is Money? The monkey is called Money? Yeah. Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get it back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. Haha, is it supposed to be funny? Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He knows more. He might know. You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Moe's. I guess it is time that I revisit the Cookie Clown. Do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that always hanging around with Trillo? What do you mean hanging around? Well, he was there when Trillo told me he was in love with me. Trillo told you he was in love with you? Yeah, he did. Kind of cute, don't you think? He's so smart and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. Oh my god. What? What's about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with it. Me loving Trillo. Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of the circus. How was she in love with a puppet? Regina, you were proposed to, right, weren't you? Proposed to? No, that went by for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trillo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the ringmaster about it. Forgot about that. He asked the ringmaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trillo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's gonna propose to me? I'm so confused. Wait, hang on. I'm so confused. What about you, Maya? What? Who do you think I should go for? Max or Trillo? Wait, you do realise that Trillo is a puppet? I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh boy. Just a bit stiff. I don't care that he's a bit stiff. When you accidentally skip the cutscene because you were faffing around in photo mode. Oh, James. Oh dear. Did Gumshoe took off already? Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Wright all the time!
It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right?
See, Nick, it just took a while for the joke to find its audience.
So what can I do for you? Do you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull up my finger and let me have it.
We are going to get the same sound effect either way, aren't we?
How'd you know I put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? So about Regina. Regina is such a pure, innocent child.
She's such a cutie, too.
She was born and raised in the circus, you know. But that means she doesn't really know much about the world outside the big top.
Sounds like ballet.
For her, every child's dream of the circus is her everyday reality.
She lives in her dream world.
She sees dancing wild animals flying, men flying in the air, and one very funny clown every day. The funny thing is, it all seems normal to her because it is her everyday life.
I guess that explains why she thinks she can marry a ventriloquist puppet.
Don't ask me if her reality is a good thing or a bad thing, though. A clown sees life simply without complications.
Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money?
Ah, yes! Money!
He stole my attorney's badge.
Well, Money does love shiny things. It makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him.
Why is that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right?
Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family.
Then who does he belong to?
I'd be happy to take you where the owner is staying.
You mean right now?
Of course. Shall we go?
Should we go with him now or wait a while? We'll go with him now. Oh, another room. Okay. Acro.
This is it. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
I can't breathe.
Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room.
Acro?
He's an acrobat. It seems like he's not around today.
Yes, that's a big pile of junk over in the corner.
I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff.
Thanks, Mo. See you later. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror, and everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy, and it's really heavy. Nick, I found it. Your badge. It's right here. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah. Check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. T. Trillo. To Regina. Oh my god. How is this a real storyline? How is a puppet? Oh my god. Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Yay! We finished the investigation part 1. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will BRB. While Samoa, you can do some checks. and I'll be back in a couple minutes. Oh my gosh, 81% cursed. Fuck. Okay. Hello. Look who stole my seat. Seat stealer. You a seat stealer. Where you go? Oh my gosh, James, yours are all quite high. Nice. Okay. I really should have warmed up my voice before this. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously from above. One glimpse of that, everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Phoenix. What an idiot. It's now the case of one... What? You wanna get on with it? Oh, sorry, I just realised that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So? Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honour, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Eh?
Bingle bongle, dingle dangle, yickety doo, yickety da.
Arthur, welcome in, how are you? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to being arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring our dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Just woke up from a nap. I don't know where I am. I feel that. I feel that all the time with naps, honestly. Very well, you may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Detective Gumshoe, get up there, now! Sorry to keep you from your work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Very well, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. You're eating the new Baja Blast Gelato. Oh my god, that sounds so good. Can you send me some? The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up about 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see, he was beaten to death. Here is the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. A blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. No, it's not possible, Arthur. I'm kidding. You can't send me ice cream. Unless you somehow managed to get, like, a cool box that would keep something cold for, like, 24 hours. I haven't had Baja Blast in years. I miss it. Can you still get it at 7-Eleven? Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches while I was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow... Let me see. There's got to be more to this. What's the mécanique? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Why do I need to look at their court record? When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and the staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist. And of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regid the tiger was there as well. I have curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. I also don't know if they'll let me buy more. It's only an app exclusive for the KPOP 4, and I bought 4. Arthur, I love that. Think they sell it at 7-Eleven. Might have it as slushies. Oh, I miss it. I remember when I went to Florida, we went to Taco Bell, and I got the biggest size of Baja Blast, and I literally drank so much of it, and I was like, I think I'm dying. Because I forgot it was like an energy drink as well. I was like... It was like, my heart was like pounding out of my chest. I can't remember what size it was, but it was massive. Baja Blast tastes so good. It is so good. I don't even remember what it tastes like because I haven't had it in 8 years, but I just remember that it tastes good. Do you know what I mean? After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Rita while... Wait, I've lost his voice. Hang on. While Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben, the ventriloquist, went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is terribly meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Is there a reason why it's not in the UK? Is it too chemically? I don't know. Let me have a look. I think it was because originally it was just exclusive to Taco Bell in America. Mountain Dew, like the original American Mountain Dew, isn't allowed here. We have Mountain Dew, but it's like a different chemical makeup. Because American Mountain Dew is banned. So that might be why Baja Blast is as well. Like maybe they haven't found an alternative that they could sell here that tastes the same. I can, like, get it. It is possible for me to get it, but it's really expensive. Because it's import. Maybe I should add it to my wish list. Buy me Mountain Dew, please. It's basically like £1 a can. Which is really expensive. Considering a 24-pack of Iron Brew is £8. A 24-pack of Mountain Dew is... Actually, it's more than £1 each. It's $29.99 on eBay. You can get a case of 24 at some grocery store. Well, that's nice. Voltage. What flavor is Voltage? Because we don't have that. Oh, raspberry citrus. Oh, that sounds nice. But yeah, it's all import, so it's really expensive. A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? It's maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing is lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box heavier. Youch! I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your own work, pal! And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it is something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic. See, there wasn't much that we could go after Gumshoe wasted his time. Give us the facts as he saw him, but there's gotta be more to this. I didn't see anything, but that's why you're the lawyer and I'm the medium. Emmy, welcome in. How are you? I think. I have like extra questions to ask you. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yeah, it was. Some of the forensics team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, and then go back once more. I really should have warmed up before this because my throat hurts now from playing a ventriloquist dummy. I really hope he's not in this trial. I feel like he's gonna be. And then I'm gonna be like, do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. A bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? It's only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if this has some sort of special meaning. Huh. You can do a normal voice. I won't unsub. But what about everyone else? I just feel wrong not doing voices though. Your aching tentacles? Trevor, are you in a hentai? What's going on? Why are your tentacles aching? Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of this event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is a little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. Ah, not even off the stand yet! Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up is such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. Oh no, here we go. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Chilo will show up on the stand as well. I fucking hope not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Why would I ever be in or engage with hentai? Well, you said you have tentacles. Hentai equals tentacles. Or tentacles equals hentai. You're the jorker. What's the jorker? You're jorking your peanuts? Tentacles. Trev is the Ginch, it's true, but he's also the jorker, apparently. Oh. Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My name is Triloquist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called onto the stand was Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circuit. Congratulations, I said that I was a singer! Maybe you don't believe me, fine, I'll face you with a song! Ahem! Me! The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman! Well, what do you think?
It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics that leave something to be desired, so to speak. Triller, you know better than to insult a judge.
Shut up! Look at your nose! You would think you'd have the sense to fix it! It's so ugly I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help! You know that your nose is the reason you'll ever be an A-list star!
I freaking hate puppets except Basil Brush. Stewie Griffin-ass puppet. So true. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order. I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court.
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to Plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max, headed towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one in that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Mixamelic and Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that?
Without a doubt, he had on his silk hat robe and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy!
Well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's the absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Or he could just be wearing his hat. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. That literally doesn't make sense. Just because someone was wearing a hat doesn't mean it's definitely him. Could be someone wearing his hat. Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Yeah, dress boy. The clown. You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is all running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was his 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened? Article clothing defenses are so flimsy. Well, there was literally a case in the first game where that was all like proven that like it was someone else in the clothing. Why the Plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was a good thunker. Please. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup?
Get the wax out of your ears, lawyer. Nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Geez, could you be any more dense altogether now? Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
Nick, I think you should put a little more effort into preparing your questions. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trello?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person heading that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? There's no proof it was Max. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica.
Hey, you still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. All right, let's say it all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you.
I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a tie. This is so silly. How... Actually, I haven't saved more. I'm gonna save. Like, why... Like, it's so clearly that it might not be him because it's clothes. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose that would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30, I think. Practice ended at 10 PM, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Did you ever unfortunately watch Victorious? He reminds me of the puppet guy from that. Yes. I never watched that much Victorious. I think it was like just at that time where I was like watching Disney more, so I didn't really watch a lot, but I did watch a bit of it, so I know who you mean. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Will you shut up, you big nose dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe we just stand outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone?
What? Who said that we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? Oh. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina.
Wah!
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? I love that.
Wah!
Is this true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it!
Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Seems that at this stage we have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move on with the testimony. Trilogy didn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked off his head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. So many of the men in this case are so creepy, yeah. Okay, we did that, we did that. Okay, it's this one again, okay. Oh, Ben only saw Max. He didn't see this guy. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
You only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Russell Berry? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilla was at the entrance to the plaza, you should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness. Could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he just as the witness stated at the scene of the crime? I see. Alright. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading that way. There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the Admiral chamber.
I guess you got me. All right. I'll spill the beans for the real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was!
Why did I do this voice?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
What's the matter? You think that humans can't have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so still got it in my pocket.
I think I've got it, actually. You were going to propose, you, a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm an old man doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
Sandra's looking a little less honourable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was we set aside at the end? By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, to Regina?
Of course, that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it, that's the truth.
What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give her, Numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty.
Answer's question, what was it?
You're gonna die when you hear this, and it's an engagement ring.
Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Push on anyway. Maybe something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet is ever proposed to a human being. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring, I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
You sure do love sweating the details, especially for men in a black bathrobe.
An engagement ring?
Uh-huh. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut out from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it.
It's just a ring. What's he Nick? Well, there's got to be something I can catch him on. Whose pocket was the ring in?
Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben can pull that off?
I'm so sorry, really.
You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing.
Really?
Of course, I also...
Alright. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her?
That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way.
Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maxigil and Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half and nut with magic.
Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. So, what about this present? Trilogy, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh, looks like they're going to double team me now. I'm sure you'd love that, Phoenix. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine! Give it back, thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
What is going on here?
That's Ben, say something!
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilogy.
Good evening, Alana. How are you? I found this in Money's room.
But Money's room? You mean a room that they put money, like a bank vault?
Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him!
Lurking eating chips and queso. Oh, that sounds so good. Wait. I forgot about that. Any good yaoi content? No. Edgeworth is not to be seen at the moment. I don't know where that man has gone. I need my yaoi. Wait, what's their ship name again? Manda, what's their ship name? Manda! I forgot what their ship name is. Yeah, no, just some... I've got a puppet trying to marry a woman, but no yaoi. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering my innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Money is a monkey. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trillo, when was this ring stolen from you? Actually, I'm gonna Google it. I can't remember what their ship name is. Narumitsu. I need to remember that. Narumitsu. No Narumitsu. It's depressing. When will Narumitsu return from war?
Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say? Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Is the monkey in court?
Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with that. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Triloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
Nina, you tried. I can't believe no one redeemed that. How are you doing? Were you working today? But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point.
We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale.
What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough! Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It's entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. You did work today, only worked 5 hours, so no break. Oof. Oof. What's for dinner? How's Ace Attorney? It's good, except I've made a character have an annoying voice and now I've fucked up my throat. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He is blindsided by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night.
Huh? I told you so many times you think you'd know a story's not changing.
You already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more. Professional VA problems? So true. I am very professional. Some steak and potatoes? Nice. Well, there is one more lie. There are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah.
said I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those ridiculous 3 symbols.
So that means that Money didn't show up after you saw Max.
That's right, Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you was waiting?
Well, let's see, I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So, the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination.
You love my ace attorney voices. Thanks, Nina. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up.
You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know, 4. F-O-U-R, counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me?
4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose.
Yikes, the judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. This is your Kirsty Coco Melon. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night?
Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time.
I guess that makes sense since he was waiting for Regina. You're locked in with Rebirth? Okay, see you at 5 a.m.
He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him. He didn't even acknowledge my presence.
Oh wait, what? I don't need to read this. I read this already. Why am I hurting my voice even more? About what time would you say these events took place?
You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know that practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it?
Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. It was 10:10 p.m. Ah, yes, that sounds about right.
Sounds about right, because that's about the time I saw Max on the scene.
So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night?
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. I said good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilla. You said good evening at night.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Trillo.
I sound like I'm a regular native New Yorker. Jesus. I feel sorry for people in New York if they have to hear stuff like this. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible! A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
Something wrong with this bit of testimony. Or South Boston? Jesus. Yeah, what about... I feel Ben, maybe? I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure they have a pro is to review your work. You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Jesus Christ. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. Bartender in my restaurant next to my work has a very Irish accent, and I feel my heart flutter when he welcomes us for dinner. See, Irish accents don't do a lot for me, but I think that's because I lived with two Northern Irish girls for a long period of time. So it like wore me out of it. One of my flatmates, she had a boyfriend at one point called Gareth. And they would argue a lot, and all I would hear was, Gareth! Gareth! You're so stupid! Oh my god, Gareth! That was like all I would hear. Oh, who's your man down the way? That kind of shit. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it's simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow, that hurt. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilla would ever say something nice to Max, but how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Laughing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. I'm actually gonna go get some water. Would you believe it? Me getting water. Water, I hardly know her. Oh, your Twitch is buffering. Mine's been doing that as well lately. It's really annoying. Can you see that giant ice cube? I love big ice cubes. You're 100% absolutely sure of what you said, what you just said.
I told you already, geez, I'm 100% absolutely sure.
There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Pardon me. Those three ridiculous symbols, huh?
Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? You're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now! Silk cat, cloak, white roses! Thank you very much.
Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. There has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere. I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We gotta have some things that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. What do I have? Oh, right, okay. I guess this, because he's... Oh, I didn't mean to press, fuck. They were having a quarrel of their lovers, so... Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on that day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. It's huge, it is huge. I think my hair looks more pink, like, as opposed to the orange. That would be because I've washed it twice since Saturday with my normal pink dye. So, yeah, less orange, more pink. But my fringe is so short. Kristen, welcome in. I think my hair looks more red pink than pink. I think that's probably just because of the orange that was still there. It'll be like more... In a few days, it'll be more like the color it was before. I do wash it with pink every time, yeah. It's not like a... It's not like a color depositing, like it's a color depositing shampoo and conditioner, but it's not like as heavy as like a color depositing thing, if that makes sense. Like it's more like a tint as opposed to like a more dye kind of thing. It's just that my hair like takes the color really well. What's a fringe? Yeah, a fringe is a bang. Bangs. Is your name pronounced Emily? Is it overtone? Like a brand? I'll go, hang on, I'll go get what I got used so I can explain it to you. This is what I use. So I've got a rose shampoo bar. Pink shampoo bar for bleach and coloured hair. Yeah. I just realised it says on this, lather up shampoo bar with warm water, apply soapy lather to wet hair and massage through the ends. Just like liquid shampoo, except you don't massage liquid shampoo through to the ends, you only put it on the top of your head. I don't know why they say that. But then it says, for a brighter, more concentrated colour, lather bar and rub directly. I didn't realise you had to just lather it and put it on your head. I have been applying it directly the entire time. So maybe that's why my hair looks, my hair is always a really good pink colour. Yeah, and then a pink rose conditioner. They're pigmented conditioner and shampoos, essentially. You'd be scared your hands. No, mine not. Because it's only there very briefly, it doesn't dye it. And it's not, it's like not... It's not like a really huge amount of colour. If you lather up... Well, I'm still lathering it if I'm like going like this and like my hands... It still goes in my hands lathered. Use every other wash to avoid colour buildup. Okay, I've not been doing that. I will use it every wash. But I don't care. My hair, I think my hair is fine. And it looks good, so I don't have an, I'm just gonna continue doing what I'm doing. That's funny. This guy looks like someone from Fairly Odd Parents. Ochre? What is ochre? Nothing makes me feel more rejection than when I'm so desperately trying to get Mochi on my lap, but she just stares at me. Oh. I just pick Hope up if I want her to sit on my lap. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Good evening.
Wah!
I was saying this witness is lying, that he is truly trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at this crime scene.
I didn't tell a single lie, honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honour. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? You saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
What?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trillo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. Actually, let me save.
What in the world?
Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trillo saw that evening then? Well, the dead guy, right? Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person you would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Why is everyone being so gross about Regina? No, Your Honour, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trillo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trillo, isn't that correct?
Oh,
Answer the question, Mr. Quist.
wow!
Why did you get... What were you trying to say, Kristen? Order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? Could it be anyone else, dressed up as him? Possibly even Russell Berry. What? So I've been saying this whole fucking time. Ms. Von Karma. Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? Your Honor, the prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare the next witness. Court is now in recess. Oh. Sweetie. No, what the fuck was that voice? Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then, where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? That's what it seems like. But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out without looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility! Well done, Nick. However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silky hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double, What makes I never thought of that? You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up, magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case. Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Lawrence Curls? A pitiful clown? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Oh dear. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. What was that? It just said in West Clownpedia, born and raised. Does someone have his... Oh my god, I need to find a screenshot of that. Oh, Clownadelphia. In West Clownadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent my clown. Yeah, the Fresh Prince reference. That's so funny. Excuse me. Name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish?
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. Okay. What about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one?
Your name?
Lawrence Curls, professional funnyman, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafari.
Not him nearly about to make some sort of racist joke. That's an Amanda joke, that's so true. Without the humor, please.
Okay.
Oh, poor Mo. Can't be his normal stoochy self in God.
I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of the case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait.
Poor gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out of the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticised. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony. I know that. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in any pointless saber-rattling. I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. You say the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock, that's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way you can make a great joke.
Let's not. Alright, Mo.
What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown around for the clown and out of the clown and around.
Come on, Nick, just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness please just proceed with his factual testimony? You are so boring. You were pooped that night.
Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply though. That joke was so funny it earned you a penalty. Fuck me. Okay. Why am I getting a penalty for making a joke? I'm just asking him questions. You just happened to glance out of the window?
You could say that. You could also say I peeped, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeball.
Mr. Carls.
Oh, I guess synonyms are not allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Keep pressing. Exactly why did you look out of your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out of their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday...
Once I tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. Sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You forgot. Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I?
That's not something you just forget to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Carls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me look outside. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max cloak...
Oh, I've already read all this. What am I doing? What was the sound like?
Well, I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say.
Mr. Carls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
No, how'd you know that I was going to make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh? What then? You went to look out the window and you saw... Okay. Far away, you say? If I had to say exactly how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second. If my room was here, and they looked about yay big, I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and I cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with the testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away?
That's right. I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Ms. Von Karma. But now I'm 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
Uppity symbols?
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? All right, everybody knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
Enough foolishness. Let's get back on track. Will the witness please testify what he saw, and only what he saw? You say you saw the ringmaster get clocked over the head.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
Really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
It's not what I meant. You say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Oh, did you or did you not see the crime or the murder committed that night? I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You had better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty. Oh my god, 5 bars! 5 bars! Are you having a gala? Isn't this a bit melodramatic? So, what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I feel like I do. As a big penalty? I know. It's crazy. I've got a great reason to make my claim. And I suppose you'll be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright? Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I keep watching them and all of a sudden Max got clunked on the ringmaster over the head.
If Mo is to be believed, when he said says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone.
In 1972, a
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
They didn't commit these clowns properly,
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the sea theme to anger this court?
No, I was just stalling for time while I jogged my memory.
Great job, Meek. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth.
Well,
you're back from your jog.
Well, it's pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much?
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
Fun karma. Time for the witnesses again. So, now you are saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. If I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Oh no, that's me. He said he was there. We have to believe in that. Alright, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
It was a bit far away, but the shadow could have only belonged to Max.
Oh, I've already read this. Why am I reading it again? Don't you think that you were going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain it was Max?
I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that.
It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again. What makes you so sure that you saw Max that night? Trillo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them?
I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face, I thought it must have been Max.
You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. If anyone who's watching has a dog, does the dog do anything when I do this? You're sure that is what you saw that night?
Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw. I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
But that's not all I saw.
Where's Chai and Gizmo? Exactly. I want to know if they respond to the squeak. It's actually like a plush thing. I cannot. Is this? Hang on. Yeah, it's like a K-pop plush thing. It's like a star for Yuta from NCT. For some reason, it has a squeaker. I don't know why. One of my many little plushes on my mic. Chai's outside, but if she was inside, I know she'd go nuts. Okay. I don't know why it has a squeaker, but it cracks me up sometimes just going. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? It was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what's your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right eye.
I could say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. Must mean you could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was.
Thought the clown was squeaking his nose. He's just like, hee-haw. Joe's testimony now knows it really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Oh, I got to the end. Let me press on the last question. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding?
That's correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. Must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. Hoppy poppy. Oi. 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 Oh. 78%, that's pretty good. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it says so on the autopsy report. But Trillo's testimony, okay. So I need to find a contradiction. What's my contradiction, Hope? What's the contradiction? I'll tell you if you give me treats. She'd be like, meow, meow, meow. And I'd be like, what the fuck are you saying? Oh, wait. He didn't say anything about the roses. Yeah, the 3 symbols. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right? No. Everyone knows that Max Milling Galactica has 3 uppity symbols.
3 symbols?
Yay, everyone get ready, all together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses! Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions.
Order, order.
Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
I think I like this, like found the thing music more in game 2 than in game 1, because I like the duh, 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 duh. The crime scene was dark, and it's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. Duh, 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 duh. That bit, I love that bit. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of the case? Clearly not. He's just tying with this court. I've got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it is not me. You know how people do Valorant clips where they don't have sounds, they have to voice over the sounds? Can you do that? What the... Your Honor, do you recall Trillo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all of 3 Max's symbols. Boom. However, this witness claims there was no white roses on the person he saw. Shh. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointlessness, but this... Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. 99% of this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
What?
If there are no contradictions in this next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. Okay, I'm actually gonna save here. Because it's 6 minutes to midnight. So it's time for me to call it a day. We will do the rest of this next week. Let me just... Hello, it's me in your French accent. Let me put some tunes on. Just a bit quiet. Okay, who should we raid today? Ew. I just gone to someone's stream. And this is not the person that's streaming. It's just Twitch showing me a fucking Quidditch ad. Disgusting Twitch. This is why I desperately want Twitch to be able, like, you know how on YouTube, for anyone who does YouTube, you can block ads from appearing on your channel. I wish Twitch allowed that. I don't want people being advertised Quidditch champions on my channel. Pisses me off. Anyway, let's go raid Carl's, a Pinecone member. I'm pretty sure it was their birthday the other day as well, so I think we should raid them. They're also playing Final Fantasy VI, which I know nothing about. I just know a load of people love it. But because I know nothing about it, I feel like I can't be spoiled anyway. So let's go raid them. I will be live again on Thursday playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me today. Just a reminder that next week I'll be dropping down to 3 streams a week from then on. If you missed that announcement in Discord, I'll keep talking about it just in case in case people miss it. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. Oh my god, my mic just keeps flopping. There are the raid messages to take with you if you'd like to join in the raid. There's also my Discord. If you want to talk off stream, it's the best place for my schedule updates since I'm partly changing things around. And also for book club updates, because we're midway through our read of Blackwater Sister. So you still got time to read that, but also next in the 2 weeks we will be starting Jade City. So yeah, feel free to join in with that. There's also my K-pop, K-drama, Thai drama, whatever reaction channel over on YouTube. And yeah, thank you all for hanging out. I'll be back again on Thursday. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.